So I suppose the person who asked this question has seen the ad that Esmé and I are in support of a candidate for Congress in the New York 19th District, Antonio Delgado.
Congressman John Faso told his constituents, like Hillary and her daughter Esmé, that he protect their health care, but then voted to cut it.
When you're raising a child like Esmé, your personal life, it is political. It is. It's my daughter's life is political. I don't think it should be. I don't think that the protections that keep her safe should be up for debate, but they are. And the way that we wound up on that ad is a two-part story. The first part of the story is that our congressman, John Faso, refused to meet with me until after he voted on the single most important issue in our lives, despite my efforts to meet with him. He waited until after I published an open letter about what his vote meant to a family like mine, to our family, to my daughter. And it was only after that he would agree to meet with me. And as far as I'm concerned, that's unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. The second part of the story is that when the Democratic primary for who would be Faso's opponent came around, Esmé and I had some questions about all of the candidates. We figured it's Ezzy's first day of summer vacation. Why don't we get in a car and drive south an hour to where most of their congressional campaign offices are located and see who we can talk to. We wanted to speak with the candidates if we could, but it was a couple of days before the primary, so I expected to mostly speak with members of the campaign, which we did in several instances. But when we got to the Delgado campaign office, at first it felt very much the same. We were welcomed in. We spoke with the campaign manager and with Antonio Delgado's wife, Lacey, for some time about healthcare and Esmé and life. And they were very apologetic that Antonio was not there. He was at a meeting with a group of voters, and makes perfect sense a couple of days before the primary. So we said thank you and left. And before we left, we asked where we might grab a bite to eat nearby, and they pointed to a place just down the block. And we went and sat down, and several minutes into sitting there, the door opened, and in walked Lacey and Antonio. And Lacey said that she had wanted to be sure that Antonio got to meet us. We were not even two voters. Esmé can't vote yet. And it was just the two of us. We weren't a group of voters. We were one person who could vote. And just a few days out before the primary, he came in and he sat and he talked with us. And I thought, well, this is the kind of man I want representing me and my daughter. That just the fact that she can't vote, just the fact that that didn't change the amount of time that he took with us, because she would be his constituent too, and her life and her needs are important. Esmé can't make campaign contributions. She doesn't run a corporation that can give large donations. She doesn't have lobbyists, unless you count me. So she needs a representative who will go the extra mile to learn about her, who is going to recognize that he has to learn about the needs of all of his constituents, that he can't come into this with notions about all of the answers and refuse to meet with everyday people. Someone who will hold a town hall, unlike John Faso, who refused to hold a town hall. And so when we were asked to do the ad, I said, yes, absolutely. And you know what? We showed up to do the ad, and we frankly had a lot of fun. It was enjoyable. Esmé had fun, enjoyed interacting with Antonio. And it was really a genuine experience, and one that I will not soon forget. And something tells me he won't either. And that's what we need. So, yes, I'm political. I'm political on behalf of my daughter because somebody has to be.